Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Chanel, HD to the R, MLSA. Hey, and if you're not a part of my gang, if you're not a part of my mob, then what was you thinking? Click that subscribe button right there. So I'm going to try not to make this video too long. I just wanted to do a review of my first week of school. And I know you guys did not ask, but I just want to show you guys these, what are these called? These? I got them from Walmart and they are so cute. They are really cute. So really low-key, I'm tempted to go back and buy some more. I got the matching jacket too. I bought this like a long time ago, but I'm actually really wearing it now. The ass is fat. But yeah, back to the video. So starting off the week strong, I had on Monday, I had ground classes. Tuesday was online. And then Wednesday was another ground class, and then Thursday was online again. So when I first got there on Monday, we just kind of did, I don't want to say orientation, but it was like another form of orientation, but actually in the classroom we got to meet our teacher for real, even though we already met her and everything, but we got to see more of her personality. Then we jumped straight into classes. We jumped straight into it. The first ground class went well. It was basically like us introducing ourselves and why did we choose the major that we chose. We dove into a few subjects, a few topics, and got some homework based off of that. But majority of the classes on that first ground class was just us introducing ourselves and why we chose to do what we chose. Now Tuesday, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit scared of the online classes because I do remember doing online classes when I was in high school and it just did not sit right with me. I'm not a computer person, don't like it at all. But instead of me doing my online classes at home, I already know me, I'm gonna get in my bed, I'm gonna start doing it, and I'm gonna get comfortable. I'm gonna go on Facebook and Instagram and Reels and TikTok, and I'm just gonna get distracted. So on Tuesday, I went to the library and I set me up a nice setup. I got me something to eat. And I just really dove into it because I was like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right. My first online class is medical terminology, and listening to that name and listening to how people talk about medical terminology, I thought it was gonna be difficult. Y'all, medical terminology for me, it's a piece of cake, and it's probably because I already been working in healthcare and stuff like that, but it's a piece of cake. The only advice that I can give to you with that is really take notes. Focus on your notes when it comes to them online classes, because the thing that I do like about it is you can restart the video as much as you want to, and then another thing was YouTube. The same lectures that you're going to get in an online class, you can find on YouTube too. And you can look up medical terminology for dummies and it's going to break it down. So I really did enjoy Tuesday's class. Wednesday, we had another ground class and we went into our case studies because that was the homework that we got on Monday. So we went over our case studies. We really dove into all of that stuff, and we did have a plethora of like different things that we had to do, but overall it wasn't too bad. My only advice that I would give with those ground classes is when you get home, reread over everything that they giving you, and then make sure you do those assignments on time. Not gonna lie though, I did take my time with like 2 of them, but for me in my class, it's just like you got a lot of people that was in healthcare before, and me, I was in healthcare before too, but one thing that I learned to do is just shut up. You don't have to talk and reply, because it's I just be kind of being considerate of the other people in the classroom that may not know anything about healthcare, or they may not have any healthcare experience. So some things that don't really require me like talking too much about, I just kind of be quiet. Y'all know me if y'all been watching my videos, and if you follow me, you know I talk a lot. But in the class, I don't want to say like I'm quiet. I just kind of speak when we having like discussions and stuff, because I don't want to like take away from anybody else's experience because I'm talking so much. And in a way, that's kind of what some of my classmates are doing for me. because I just want to absorb everything. That's really how Wednesday went. We had a few more discussions, and another thing that people be sleeping on is when you get discussions, you're going to have to respond to whatever the teacher is asking you to, but then you also have to go and read your peers and respond to them as well, and make sure your responses is making sense. Me personally, I like to do a lot of positive, uplifting responses, because a lot of people, one thing I can say that I enjoy about my class is a lot of people are being vulnerable about their journeys and their situations and how it aligns with our major. So yesterday, my online class is basically a repeat of Tuesday. The online classes, as long as you watching them YouTube videos, you listening to those lectures, and you doing the assignments, you're going to be good. And taking notes, coming home and reading over your notes. But now that the week is done, I can honestly say it's not that bad. So if you're thinking about doing it, do it. But in my situation, because everybody's situation is different, I don't have a car, so I have to get on the bus. I have to get on 3 buses in order to get to school. And so that's kind of like, in my case, I gotta be very determined. Like, I gotta stay focused. And in those moments where I be like this week, because I'm not gonna say like I've been there for a long time, because really it's just the first week. But in those moments in the first week, I'm like, oh my God. But I remember why I'm doing it. I think about my son. I think about 9 months is going to go by quick. I'll be done in February. So just kind of staying headstrong about that. Now, I did record a few clips of me throughout the week, and I want to kind of get to the point to where like I'm vlogging my whole week and I'm cutting it up bit by bit. But I'm going to insert some of those clips now. I'm just waking up from a nap, of course, and it wasn't even like a real nap. It was just hot as hell, and I had to walk home from the bus stop, a 40-minute walk. Don't ever question me how bad I want it. I want it bad. But anyways, today I proved myself wrong, and I don't even know if I'm experimenting with myself, low-key I am though. When it comes to sitting in a class, being honest, I got that in the bag. Today was my first day of online classes, and I was struggling with the homework last night until I actually sat down and was like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna read all these chapters 1 through 4. Then I was like, oh shit, it's really not that bad. I figured it out. In the midst of doing that, I was like, what would a presidentless student do in this moment? Start knocking out the hybrid classes for tomorrow. All right, fuck it. That's what I did. It was just the introduce yourself, welcome thing or whatever. Not ever been so overheated when you do this. It feel like it's blood. Am I bleeding in my nose? But once we got past the little easy part, then that's when I started shaking in my drawers. I was like, I'm just gonna go to sleep, because I thought it was gonna be hard. Until I actually sat there and read, watched the modules, and took notes. Why didn't I have to drive like this in high school? Y'all, I really surprised myself. What would a president's list student do? I gotta start asking myself that when I think stuff is about to be very challenging. But this is day 2, and I think I'm gonna do my updates like about a week. But yeah, guys, I really surprised myself, because I thought online school was gonna be a little bit challenging. The hybrid class is gonna be challenging, but I feel like if you just focus on something, you really want it, it's not. And sometimes you just gotta get over that speed bump of the fear part. Like, you gotta fight your fears. And I know I should not be scared of no little class or nothing, but I was a little bit. But I did really well. It was actually my strong suit. So, okay. I'm definitely making president's list this quarter. I already made president's list. So, I'm excited. I can't wait. Today was kind of challenging though. I woke up and I had like things going on in my personal life and just kind of like going back to school and everything, especially at the age I'm at now. It just made me feel like I'm going to block everybody. Not in a bad way though. Like it's just like my patience for dealing with things that I probably would have, had a lot more patience with is very thin. I was really about to block my whole family this morning. Everybody was pissing me off. And I had to tell myself, like, okay, first of all, I'm going to do it. I'm going to accomplish it because I really want this. But if I have to go through this by myself, y'all motherfuckers better never ask me for nothing. But I'm really gonna have to go through this by myself and I'm gonna have to figure it all out. But in 9 months, it's gonna be over and I'm gonna graduate and I'm gonna be finishing my externship and they're gonna offer me a job. The vibes is gonna be there and I'm gonna be getting ready to either go back to school to be a radiologist or an ultrasound tech. So we gonna see. But I've made president's list already. I have. Okay, guys, so I just got out of class, and today was my second day, like, on campus. I don't know, I really enjoyed the online classes, but today in class, I'm trying to get on a good schedule to be getting up in the morning. My body is like still adjusting because granted I used to work third shift. Well, I don't know if y'all could see it, but I am tired. And like some of the things I just felt like not the class is moving too fast, but it just be like a lot of talking, and for me, like I try to get to the point, but I don't know. Overall, it's a good class, and our president bought us pizza today, so I'm really trying to get in the routine of filming for y'all. Like, I want to start doing vlogs and stuff, but I think my biggest problem is I get anxiety when it comes to like filming outside. And I'm waiting on the bus right now, but we do have like a ride share program that I'm going to be starting next week, so I'll update you guys and let you guys know how that's going. So far as the classes, it's not really hard just starting out. It's basically just case studies, discussions, replying to other people's comments, and just making sure you turning in those assignments on time. But it may seem like it's not that much, but me, I overthink a lot, so I put like a lot of effort into some of the things that I do. Like, I'm a perfectionist, so yeah. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of my homework routine, how I get my homework done, and literally in the first week, y'all, we started our first project, which is like by the week. We doing it by the week, so we have deadlines by the week. So we got the first part of our project due on Sunday, and I was thinking about getting a part-time job and babysitting and stuff, but I don't think that's gonna work because this is a real snappy program. Granted, it is possible, but I have my own kid too, and I'm trying to like establish a routine and schedule, and I already got like other responsibilities I need to do too. So yeah, tomorrow is another hybrid day, so that means we have like an online class, and I'm going to take you guys with me for that. And yeah, and then I don't know if y'all know, but I let my CNA certification expire. I am going to pay to take the test again, and probably just work PRN as a CNA. I feel like because that's the only way that I'm probably going to have more control of my own schedule and stuff. So, and then they just posted some exams for the month of July and August, so I could really just squeeze in there real quick and take the exam over and go back to picking up some CNA shit.
Once I never could have hoped to win. You're starting down the road, leaving me again.